And if you remember during COVID, there was some evidence that COVID-19 disproportionately affected minorities. It also became evidence that vitamin D3 deficiency was one of the second leading causes of morbidity in COVID. So why would COVID disproportionately affect minorities? Well, it has to do with the pigment of their skin. So things as common as influenza, the common cold, share a commonality in severity with a deficiency in vitamin D3. It's been linked to improved brain function. Further research has linked vitamin D3 specifically with improved overall brain function. There are vitamin D receptors located all throughout the brain and throughout the spinal cord. And vitamin D play a role in activating and deactivating the synthesis of neurotransmitters, serotonin, dopamine, and catecholamines, as well as nerve growth and repair. Vitamin D might even play a certain role in preventing cancers. Epidemiologic research shows that there is a lower incidence of certain types of cancers for people who live in what we call the Sun Belt, the southern equatorial locations around the world. I remember when I was a mortality researcher in the insurance industry, we noticed that the longest life expectancies on Earth tended to be centered closer to the equator. As you got further and further away from the equatorial line, life expectancy had a precipitous drop. Now, we couldn't directly correlate this to a deficiency in vitamin D3, but it's very interesting that the research that's coming out now correlates many of these diseases as being serviced by increased levels of vitamin D3. And by serviced, I mean the severity of these diseases ameliorated by the presence of higher levels of vitamin D3.